おはようございます。壺訓練生のなりすけです。今日も、視聴者人数分周回やっていきましょう。ではでは、1周目。マウス感度はこのぐらい。こう来て、こう来て、ちょっと低めで今やってます。そして、iTunes が死んでいるので、BGM は純正で。では、1周目、おっとっとっとっと、りょうさんのおはようさん、すいません、今、コメントがかぶっちゃってる。はい、よしよしよしよしよし。これでいいですね。ではでは、1周目、いってみます。3、はい。本日も喉の調子の都合により、よいしょ。一部マイクミュートでお送りしてます。ご了承ください。今朝は順調です。このままいけば、ひょっとしたら新記録。よいしょ。あれよっと。おっ、あ、ほい、あ、ダメだ。もう一回。よいしょ。あれ、ダメだ。よっ、おっ、来た。いいね。ありがとうございます。はい。よいしょ。あ、ダメだ。おっ、あ、よっ、あ、もたしております。よっと。せーの。ここでミスるのは良くないなあ。とっとっとっとっと。もう一回飛びましょう。あ、ぴょん、ぴょん。No, no, 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 no. 振り出しに戻ってしまいました。これは一回やり直しましょう。あちゃー。本それです、本それ。さあ、おはようございます。僕訓練生のなりすけです。さあ、今からですね、朝練、視聴者人数分周回やっていきたいと思います。よろしくお願いします。 こいしょっと。お、視聴者様が4名様にいらっしゃいますね。本日もよろしくお願いします。時を戻そう。あ、言い方違いますね。すまなかった。時を戻そう。あんまり似てないな。おっとっとっとっとっとっとっとっとっとっとっとっとっと。せーの。よっ。ほっ。あ。よっ。あれよっと。ここら辺はうまくいくけど、よっ。あ、今日は一発で乗れました。昨日何回やっても、こっちへ飛ばずに、反対側の左のお立ち台に乗っちゃって難儀したんですけど、おーっと、今日はおおむね順調。あ、ミッキーマックスさん、おはようございます。ナイス、ありがとうございます。インド人を右、そうです。鋭くインド人を右に切って、こう岩をクリアするわけですね。コーナリングを。というわけで、時間は4分39秒264。あと1分は縮めないと。いい感じ。ありがとうございます。よいしょっと、それじゃあ、2周目。マウス感度はどうしましょう。食いつきがちょっと弱かった気がするんで、もうちょっと下げてみましょう。よし、これもんで。スタート。 失敗した時に揺れるのは好き。ありがとうございます。これですね。No, no, no, no. あ、止まっちゃった。激しく動きすぎると故障します。No, no, no, no. ちゃうねん。せーの。よっ。横着ルートで。 この周回は、ちょっと落ちまくりで、よっ。お恥ずかしい限りです。よっ。おっ。あっ。ちょっと、マウス感度を見直してみます。このぐらい。あんまり変わらない。せーの。よっ。あ、BGM 終わっちゃった。これは、やばいパターンか。ここで大落下すると、あれがかかってしまう。よっ。おっ。あ、来るか。来ない。通常 BGM2 周目。あれ ?BGM 消えちゃった。おっとっとっとっとっとっとっと。よいしょ。おっとっとっと。せーの。よっ。あっ。おっ。左に弾かれて、半角取る。雪山では、よっ。雪山擁壁か。見えないくぼみにハンマーを立てて登りましょう。よいしょ。よいしょ。よいしょ。あ、あれやってもらうか。やってもらうか。やってもらうか。やってもらうか。やらなかった。落ちた。あっとっとっとっとっとっと。なんだろう、こんなに。よっ。マウス感度が合わないことってある。よっ。多分なる。自分の腕か。あそこはまると、そうです、アウトです。大ハマり。ナレーションがあって、バッドエンドになります。とととと。ビリヤードみたいになってる。こっちに行くって、よっ、よっ、よー。 クリアです。これは時間かかっちゃったな。クリア時間、なんと12分21秒168。これはひどい。次は、マウス感度ちょい下げ。時を戻そう。そして、ナレーションも入れときましょう。こっちがちょっと、で、引っ込むときに、マイクミュートにして、ちょっと喋りがおぼつかないんで、ベネットに喋りを任せます。ナレーションと競争。ちょっと待った。周回数書き換えるのを忘れてました。3週目ですね、今回。よし。時を戻そう。始めます。どうもありがとう。字幕も出るようにしたんで、これで5行の長ったらしい字幕が出るところがあるんですけど、それが出るまでにクリアできるか競争です。
Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here. Alright, thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. Don't worry, I'll save your progress, always, even your mistakes. This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002 titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who...
すいません、字幕とコメントがかぶっちゃってるんで、ちょっとコメント小さくさせてください。このぐらいかな。ナレーションの音量もちょっと上げます。これもんで。
And B games are rough assemblages of found objects.
ベネットちょっとうるさいかな。
Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products. In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery, and the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything. Anyway, when you start Sexy Hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never got past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in Sexy Hiking is real. The obstacles in Sexy Hiking are unyielding, and that makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazuo intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past the new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them, and it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real. When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas, and that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with, and in the process of playing with them, they begin to set until they're immutable, like rock. At that point, you can't change the world, not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh new ideas. For years now, people have been predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects, bought in a store and assembled into
これが出ると大体4分経過なんで
because the objects in the stores are trash.
負け確定で
I
す
don't mean they look
しょん
bad
ぼ
or
りで
that
す
they're badly made, although a lot of them are. I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be
こん
consumed
な
and
に
used in a
う
certain
まく
context.
バケツ
And once the
クリア
moment's
できたのに
gone, they transform into garbage. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds. Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill that we call the internet. It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted.
No, 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 no.
When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new medium, the lingua franca of the digital age. And you could build culture out of trash, but only trash culture. B games, B movies, B music, B philosophy. Maybe this is what digital culture is. A monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted. There's 3D models of breakfast, Gen X's fanfic novels, scan magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned stuff scenes on LiveLeak. Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor Swift mashups, car crash epic failed GIFs, Russian dashcam vids, discussions of McRibs, discarded, forgotten, unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untitled.
ただいまのクリアタイムは5分54秒140。さあ、それではラスト1周いってみましょう。4周目。マウス感度はこのぐらい。いきます。ベネットとロソー。よっ。あっ。おっ。えっ。
There's no feeling more intense than starting over. If you deleted your homework the day before it was due,
幸先悪し。
as I have, or if you left your wallet
ぐーっ
and you have to go
と
back after
ぐ
spending
ー
an
っと
hour
飛
on
ぶ
it.
ことがあるんですけど、
If you won some money at the casino,
ぐっといかないな、
all
ぐ
your
っ
winnings
と。
on red, but it came up
ぐーっ
black.
あ、そうそうそう、これ
If you
ぐ
got
ー
your
っ
best
と、
shirt dry
ぐっ
cleaned
と、
before a wedding and then
ぐっ
immediately dropped food on
ぐっ
it. If you won an
ぐ
argument
ぐぐ
with
ぐ
a
ぐ
friend and then later
ちょっと
discovered
古いか。
that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here. Alright, thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. Don't worry, I'll save your progress, always, even your mistakes. This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002, titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished.
してしまいました。ここおおととと。
In a certain way, sexy
運
hiking
転
is the
の
perfect embodiment
上
of
の
B
つも
game.
りが
It's built
下
almost
だった。
entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and
お
unfriendly
あ
games
と
of
と
its
とと
time.
ととと。
In it, your task
お
is
お
simply to drag yourself up a
お
mountain with a
お
hammer.
ノーノーノーノーノーノーノー
That act of
よ
climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that
よ
give
い
the
しょ。
game its flavor.
こらしょ。
No amount of forward
そし
progress
て
is guaranteed.
家具。
Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery, and the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger
あ
of
あ
falling and
お
losing
お
everything.
おい。危ない危ない危ない。
Anyway, when you start sexy hiking,
どうどうどうどう
you're
どうど
standing next to this
う。
dead
よーす
tree
よそうそう
that
そうそう
blocks the way to the
よ
entire
ーす
rest
よ
of
すよ
the
そう
game.
そうそうそうそうそうそうそう。
It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never got past
こ
it.
の一
You
本、
prod and you
この
poke at
木
it,
一
exploring the
本、
limits of your reach
こ
and
の
your
時に
strength, trying to find a way up and
帽子
over
ぐら
it.
いまで
And
行
there's
っ
a
てない
sense
と
of
やばいんで
truth
す
in
け
that
ど、
lack of compromise.
頑張り
Most
ます。
obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in sexy hiking is real.
棒の飛びが非常に悪いで
The
す。
obstacles in sexy
ぐっ
hiking are
と
unyielding, and that makes the
押
game
し込む
uniquely
と、
frustrating. But I'm
直
not
線
sure
的
Jazuo
に
intended
押し
to
込
make a
む
frustrating
と
game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's
飛ぶはず
authentic
な
to
ん
the
ですけ
process
ど、
of building a game.
今日は飛びませんね。
A funny thing happened to me as I was building this
よ
mountain.
いしょ。
I'd have an idea for a new
これちょっ
obstacle,
と、
I'd build it,
よし
test
よ
it,
しよしよしよし。
and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past a new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them, and it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real. When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas,
あらら
and
ら
that can
ら。
be like working with quickset cement.
あ、セメントが、
You mold your
セメン
ideas
ト
into
で
a
だ、セメン
certain
ト。
shape that can be
セメン
played
トが
with.
固まっちゃうよ。
And in the process of playing with them, they begin to
固まらない
harden
ね。
and
ま
set
だまだまだまだ。
until they're immutable, like
こっから、
rock.
こっから
And at that
10秒
point,
で
you can't change the world,
クリアできるかな。
not without breaking it into pieces
よ
and starting fresh.
焦
with
って
new
る焦ってる。
ideas.
ダメだな。落ち着い
For
て。
years now, people
Ah,
have been predicting that
no,
games will
no,
soon be made
no.
out of
Oh.
prefabricated objects, bought in a store and assembled into a world. And
ち
for
ょっ
the
と
most
欧
part,
米
that hasn't
人
happened
風に。
because the objects in the stores are trash.
Oh,
I don't mean they look bad or
no.
that they're badly made, although a
Gosh.
lot of them are. I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put
What
it in the
the
sink.
F.
Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context, and once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds.
Yes.
Over time, we've poured more and more refuse
This
into
way,
this
this
vast
way.
digital landfill that we call the internet. It now
Yeah.
vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh,
Oops.
untainted, and unused. When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new medium, the lingua franca of the digital age. And you can build culture out of trash. But only trash culture. B games,
No.
B movies,
No, no,
music,
no.
B philosophy. Maybe this is what digital culture is. A monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted. There's 3D models of breakfast, Gen X's fanfic novels, scan magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned snuff scenes on LiveLeak. Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded
Yes.
adverts and candid shots
This
of
way.
Kanye and Taylor Swift mashups.
Oh,
Car
yeah.
crash epic failed
Oh,
GIFs,
yeah.
Russian dashcam vids, discussions of McRibs, discarded, forgotten,
Jetson.
unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untitled. Everything's fresh for about 6 seconds, until some newer thing beckons, and we hit refresh. And there's years of persevering disappearing into the pile, out of
3,
style,
2,
out of
1.
sight.
Take off.
In this context, it's tempting to make friendly content that's gentle, that lets you churn through it but not earn it. Why make something
Over.
demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill?
い、クリアです。調子のいいこと言ってましたけど、タイムはさっきより悪かったという。6分18秒086。というわけで本日の朝練を、終了します。視聴者人数分周回4名の皆様、ご覧いただきありがとうございました。チャンネル登録、評価ボタン、あとなんだっけ、ツイッターのフォロー、よろしくお願いします。ミッキーマックスさん、お疲れ様でした。ありがとうございます。ではでは、また明日の朝お会いしましょう。壺訓練生なりすけでした。良い壺を。